Hello and welcome back to my channel, All the Stories. Today I will be talking about some March book releases that I'm excited for, my most anticipated book releases of March of 2021. So I'll be trying to list these in publication order. So book one that I'm excited for the first two books that I'm excited for by the time I post this video will probably already be out. So the first two books both come out on March 2nd. So the first one would be one that's very, very hyped, and that'll be Chain of Iron by Cassandra Clare, which is the sequel to Chain of Gold. And book two in the, what's this series called? Not the Dark Artifices. The, Elder Curses? What is this book called? The Last Hours. So this is book two in the Last Hours series by Cassandra Clare, which is one of her many Shadowhunter series. It's the most recent Shadowhunter series. So this series follows the children from the Infernal Devices. Gosh, I cannot think of any of her series titles today. So this follows the children from the Infernal Devices trilogy. I really enjoyed the first book in this series. It's probably one of my favorite Shadowhunter books to date, because I loved Cordelia as a main character. She was amazing. She's my favorite main character in any of Cassandra Clare's books at the moment. Like, I really loved her, and I really love some of the side characters in this series, so I'm super excited about that. And it's kind of hard to explain what this is about because it's like her fifth series in this world, and they're all connected, and you see characters, all the characters are connected, so it's kind of hard to explain what this one specifically is about. But it just, like I said, follows the characters from the Infernal Devices, and there's like a magical plague that's happening, which is very accurate for our life right now. And it's just a lot. But basically there's this magical disease that's affecting shadow hunters, and that was what, the basic plot, the most basic plot of book one, but it was like a lot of other things going on. Cordelia's dad has recently been arrested for some crimes, and she's trying to prove his innocence, and then there's this romance kind of with her and unrequited love and possible love triangles. So it was just a really good book, and I can't wait for the second book coming out March 2nd. So another book that comes out March 2nd is another book by another author I really enjoy, and that is Yoink by Mary H.K. Choi. I loved Permanent Record by Mary H.K. Choi. It is one of my favorite books, one of my favorite contemporaries, and I'm really excited to see anything else she comes out with. So here we are. I am excited to read Yoink. So this book follows two estranged sisters, and one of the sisters becomes diagnosed with uterine cancer, and so they kind of move in together, and she's trying to help her sister through this time, and I think they commit insurance fraud to help her sister get like some care, and it's just like, sounds really heartbreaking, but I would read anything Mary H.K. Choi comes out with, so I'm really excited about this one. So the next book I'm excited for comes out on March 9th, which is the day after my birthday. Yes, Pisces season. And lost my train of thought. So on March 9th, the third and I think final book in the Brown Sisters trilogy by Talia Hibbert comes out, and it is Act Your Age, Eve Brown, which is, the first book was Get a Hint, Chloe Brown, and then, no, the first book was Get a Life, Chloe Brown. The second book was Take a Hint, Danny Brown, and now we have Act Your Age, Eve Brown, and it follows the third and final Brown sister on her romantic journey. So Eve Brown is like the baby of the family. No one takes her seriously, so she decides she is about to get a real job to be taken seriously by her family. So she decides to go interview for a chef position at a bed and breakfast, and the boss is really grumpy and turns her down flat, saying no chance in hell. And when she's leaving, she accidentally ends up running him over with her car, and he breaks his arm or something. So she decides to help him run a bed and breakfast while he's recovering from her hitting him with her car. And it's a romance between, like, the sunshiny character and the grumpy character, and I'm really excited to see where this goes. I've heard really glowing early reviews about this book, and I'm super excited because I've loved the other two Brown Sisters books. They're like my favorite romance series at the moment, and I really am excited to read Eve Brown's perspective because I really liked her in the other two books, like for like the brief little cameo she had. So next, coming out on March 16th, is The Queen of Gilded Horns by Amanda Joy, which is the sequel to A River of Royal Blood. and I really enjoyed The River Royal Blood. It is a YA fantasy series, and in this world, when two princesses are born, they have to fight to the death to see who will inherit the crown. And the sister we follow, Eva, she is born with a rare and dark magic, the magic of marrow and blood. So she's kind of feared in this kingdom. No one likes dark magic, I guess. So crazy, right? But anyways, she is feared, and it just follows her as she is also the underdog in this competition. Everyone would prefer her older sister to win, and it just follows her and her sister. And then this world, you know, has magic and stuff, and there's a love interest, and then there's, you know, some things. And it was just a good debut. I enjoyed it, and I am excited to see. I think this is the last book in the series. I think the series is supposed to be a duology, so I'm really excited to see what happens in book 2. So the last book that I want to talk about is one that I think I'm the most excited for, and that is The Unbroken by C.L. Clark. And this is a debut book in a new fantasy world. It's an adult fantasy, and it follows our main character, Terrain. I don't know if I said that right, but Terrain, sorry, but she is a soldier. She was taken from from a young age and conscripted into the army, and so she has been raised to be a soldier. So she is a soldier through and through, and one day she is sent back to her homeland to quell a rebellion. And I think she ends up meeting like a rebel someone who's leading the rebellion, or is she a princess? I don't know. She meets someone, and she finds out she may have more loyalty to her homeland than she thought. And this is also, I believe, a queer romance, a female romance in this adult fantasy, I believe. So I'm really excited about this. I don't know why this book is giving me Rage of Dragons feels. It is not a dragon book as far as I know, but the setting, like an African inspired fantasy, is giving me Rage of Dragon feels. So I'm really excited for it, and I can't wait to see what happens. I've had this book pre-ordered since I heard about it, so I'm really excited, and I can't wait to see like if I feel the Rage of Dragon feels. Like, it's giving me Rage of Dragon vibes, but will it give me Rage of Dragon feels? We'll have to stay tuned and find out. But those are all of the books that I want to talk about today, all 5 of the books that I'm really excited for that come out in March. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know if there are any books that you're excited for that come out in March that you think I'd be interested in, or that you're just excited for. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!